Our top story at 6:30, witness intimidation. That is why police say many crimes go unsolved. Senator Charles Schumer is looking to change that, though, recently proposing legislation with stiffer penalties for criminals who threaten witnesses. Just this past weekend, there was a shooting and stabbing in Schenectady, and both those incidents occurred on city streets, both cases still open. Tonight, a neighborhood watch group is hoping this recent proposed legislation will help to solve not only these crimes, but also keep the streets safer in the future. Pat Bailey has our top story.
We work directly with the police, and they in turn call us.
Fred Lee is the head of Schenectady's Neighborhood Watch, a group that has grown by almost 300 members in 3 years. Lee says everyone is needed to keep an eye on their city.
It's really scary to think that anybody would take multiple guns, multiple weapons, and discharge them in an urban environment with kids.
That was the latest incident in Schenectady this past Sunday. Lee says someone must have seen something, and he feels it's his group's job to assist the cops.
We're all about prevention. The police department is the entity that does the arresting, but we're here to help citizens prevent themselves becoming victims.
But the witnesses must speak up, and not all of them do.
You said you saw something and said something. Do you feel though others don't say anything when they see something?
I think that there's a lot of nervousness about retaliation, obviously.
U.S. Senator Charles Schumer wants to ease that fear by extending prison times for those who threaten witnesses.
Lee says he supports any legislation that would stiffen penalties for those who intimidate witnesses, especially since he has been a victim of retaliation. You had your window shot out in Rockstone at your house?
Oh, yes. Yeah, the whole front of our house was totally destroyed. Thousands of dollars worth of damage.
From retaliation?
Yeah, well, because they know that we're members of Neighborhood Watch, and we call the police. So the criminals that live in the city don't want you to do that. We do.
Lee says retaliation against him has not driven him out of his home, but admits at some point it may. In Schenectady, Pat Bailey, CBS 6 News.
Lee says when Neighborhood Watch was started there, they told members that if you see something, say something. He says they're now training the group to take a more protective role by being aware of their surroundings at all times.